We're still evaluating the African Games, Team Nigeria's performance, and guys, it said quite a number of good stuff, and it's looking good for the country.
It is. If young guys like this, you know, the poster boy, the face of athletics, I mean, there's a future. And the problem we've always had, you know, someone like me has always had is when we keep recycling athletes, when we keep talking about the lifespan of sprinters or athletes is not that long. And so if you have people that have been there on the scene and nobody is coming to either chase them away or push them to the background, there's a problem. But I'm happy with his emergence, and I hope many other young athletes like Shea will come up on the scene, you know, and will begin.
And I want to believe that, you know, by the time he, like I said, by the time he hits it really big in the sport, you have something to give back, you know, to other younger ones who want to be like him.
That's how athletes in countries where there is no structure behave. No disrespect to the AFN, I know they're trying their best, but should be said. And that's what the Ivorian lady did, right? You know, that's the only way. Help them to get scholarships, help them probably go to the United States or go to Jamaica. I mean, countries from the Caribbean too are gradually, Bahamas, Barbados, all of it, gradually coming up.
Let me take it from you. I mean, it breaks me. I mean, I just go down completely when I speak to some athletes, and they said, Austin, we can't make it if we stay here. Look at Shea, it's done, and it's off to the UK. And a lot of them are like that. They'll tell you, if I'm here, do you think I'll jump this? Do you think I'll
probably
run this?
waste away?
And then the AFN, they're now a little bit relaxed. They like what we did with the home-based athletes in Congo. It means it can be done.
It can be done.
It means the High Performance Center can work effectively if we want it to. It means if we have the right people in place. You listen to the technical director. He's an advocate for grassroots athletics. It means we can get more Chinazom Amadi here. It means we can get more people from the schools. It's just, we listen to
it really is an eye-opener. It really is an eye-opener what happened in Congo Brazzaville, you know, because years and years we've talked about all of these things, but you know, we really needed to have a scenario where some of these things would definitely pop up. I mean, talking about some of the challenges and all whatnot, but Congo Brazzaville has really now opened our eyes to see, you know, the benefits of having to, you know, bring in home-based athletes, like Austin said. And you know, when we start taking a closer look at these younger athletes, at these home-based athletes, you know, giving them the right incentives and the much-needed support, they will come out fine.
They've always been there. The point that I think Austin's trying to make, and you as well, and I agree, we're all in sync, as that is enabling them to produce the right results at the right time. If you ask me, for instance, the fastest man this year is still Justin Gatlin.
Yeah.
At the most important time,
Usain
Bolt turn up. And that's what, look, I can count many times Blessed Okagbare has defeated Shelley Fraser Price this year. So we need to manage, you know, there's some information we have about Shea that we may not be able to share with the public, the reason why he wasn't able to do well in the final. So some of those things are things you manage, you know, and get the best. So it's about getting the best, give them a springboard. Like I also said yesterday, if it is not possible to stay here and be the best, let them go to wherever they need to be.
I watched an interview on, just to corroborate on what you just said here, I watched an interview on Usain Bolt, and it says that Gatlin is doing so well. But how many cameras do we see at all of those diamond meets that he's been running and winning?
You know, it's like
the
they
guy
just turn
says
a
that
blind
the
eye
World
to him.
Championship, everyone will come out.
You know, because it's Usain Bolt.
And then I'm going to do my thing, and that's exactly what he did. And I think it's about time. Yes, we weren't going to the World Championship with 17 athletes to win medals. We're going to learn. We learned, came back with the experience to Congo, 10 gold medals, 9 silver, and 3 bronze medals. Not so bad. We topped the athletics medal table, but there's more work to be done, particularly with the men. We lost out to the Ivorians. Which means
in the sprint,
so much work needs
to
be done.
for the men, particularly the male athletes. So I'm thinking if we have the time, we need to get the male coaches for athletics in this country and talk to them. We also need to bring back the president of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. Where's the time we made so much noise about Maurice Green and him coming around to change things? What's going on?
World champion.
What happened? We didn't even hear about him anymore. So something is going wrong. We need to know that we get to know. First, before you get to your solution, you must identify your problems. So that's what we need to do.
We'll definitely do that.
African Games as a yardstick, identify our problems and move forward.
We'll definitely do that.
I really don't know if we can fix that in a year. That's where my worry is. I don't know if we can fix that in a year.
We may not be able to fix it, but let's start. It's a long-term thing.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be looking at the 2020 Olympics.
Yeah, so you took the words out of my mouth. Long-term. But you know, I know Nigerians. Oh yeah, we must win something in Rio.
We have to start playing down on that.
Because if we don't win,
we have to start playing down on that. We have to start
and say they didn't win.
No, everyone loves to win. No doubt about it. Everyone needs to win, but at the same time, we need to be realistic. Just like Shaya said.
I was humble enough to eat my words. I told you that I was. With the African Games, I was pessimistic. And I said they surpassed my expectations.
So with the Rio 2016,
I also said first to fifth on the medals table will be okay. But because it's Nigeria, we should be able to make it first to third. And we turned out in second place.
I was thinking third.
The Nigerian spirit, never underestimate the Nigerian spirit. Even if things are not working for you, but on the day they just... miracles just happen, you know.
Okay, but let's just talk briefly about we've been trying to get someone in Nigerian tennis to talk to us. Tennis, we're also going to talk about it. They set 4 gold medals. We went with 8 tennis players, and then they got just 1 silver. 1 silver means if you can win silver, you can win gold. You know, and we don't talk so much about tennis. I can count the number of times we come here and you talk about tennis. It's not what we've been talking about. But the African Games gave us an opportunity to see some of our tennis players during the national trials. They did well. They set their targets, but they couldn't get 4 gold medals. But they came back with a silver in the men's team event. So what they need to do now, particularly the president of the Tennis Federation, a good friend of theirs, Sani Danusa. Sani Danusa needs to find out time to talk to us. Let's know where they're going forward now, you know, what they're going to, the lessons from the games, and how we can make tennis admirable.
My worry for lawn tennis has always been, I don't see the progression. You know, I monitored some, some of the athletes, if I can use that word, some of the tennis players. I monitored some of them. I don't want to mention the name of the competition, so it doesn't look like giving them chips. But I monitored. I'm trying to see the progression, see them get to that level where they can. And there's a disconnect. And I started losing interest. And I think that's what we need to fix. It's not so much that the talents are not there, but somehow we don't allow them progress because we're comfortable doing, with the status quo.
I guess until we get Sani Danusa ready to speak to us, we will never know exactly what the problems are. But, like you said, there doesn't seem to be any sort of progression. And
we know what the problems are. It might just be able to tell us how to fix it.
How to fix it, all right.
But we know what the problems are.
So, until we get that sorted out, with Sani, then whatever we say here will just be, mere, should I say, projections or just hindsight.